Hold on. They ain't much let me get this out yet. Hold on, guys. Let me just send this out real quick. Hold on. They ain't much let me get it all the way out. Oh man, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh man. No, I don't even have no green screen. I don't know why it's doing that. My lighting is on. Guys, hold on. Give me just a little bit here. Okay. Hold on, guys. Who else is just kind of doing a lot? Gosh, I can't think of who else has just really been doing that bad. Hold up, guys. Give me a second here. Kind of put that away if I can. You know, just start this poll here. I don't want this poll to be too much of in the way. And I just think we're all witnessing a lot. We're witnessing a lot. Okay, so I want to move that over a little bit. Let me hit my annual setup. So, this is crazy. All right, guys, and welcome back to the Homemade Podcast of Sports with your host, Jay Pops. Guys, I thank you for tuning in. I thank you. My apologies on that, guys. I was trying to get set up. Look, this here, once again, this is an emergency podcast for the ones that have tuned in. Thank you, guys. Let's go ahead and hurry up and get to it. Breaking. Auburn has officially fired the head football coach, Hugh Freeze. Okay, I'm going to say it once again. Breaking. Auburn has officially fired Hugh Freeze. He's no more. He's gone. So everybody that wanted Hugh Freeze out the door way on last season and probably the year before that, well, guess what? That guy is gone now, okay? This comes after the downfall to Kentucky that we witnessed on yesterday. Yes, people, I said it. This comes to the downfall that we witnessed on yesterday with Kentucky. How did you lose that game? You didn't even score any points. You scored 3 and that was it. I'm really surprised you got that. Guys, the final score in that Kentucky game, for the ones that did not watch it, trust me when I say this here, is no highlights. It's no highlights at all in that game. That final score turned out to be 10-3 Kentucky. Kentucky came in there and straight up played their own ball game. This is the game they want to play. That's Kentucky. We've been looking at them for years now. Mark Stoops went in there with the classic Mark Stoops win. He done it to Ole Miss last year. He won 10-3. Okay? So, what does this mean for the Auburn Tigers going forward? I have no clue. I don't know who you're going to hire. I don't even much know if Auburn is an attractive job. Okay? I will say this, though. Auburn is beautiful. Yes, guys, if y'all haven't been to Auburn yet, Auburn is beautiful. All right? I'll be real with you. If Cam Newton right? And Cam, if you're listening to me, okay, I probably should have tagged you on this. Cam Newton, if you listening, if you're up for coaching, this is only if you're up for coaching, man. Why not go back? I'm gonna say it once again. Why not go back? Go back, Cam. Go ahead, go back, man. Go and coach the Auburn Titans. I don't know who they going to get. These crazy MLs think they're finna go and get Nick Saban too. I'm gonna tell you right now, Nick Saban didn't come into Auburn. He literally has a field named after him. Before anybody says, Jay, that don't mean nothing. We seen Steve Spurrier go to South Carolina when Florida named the field after him. That one I do understand. However, I can tell you like this here. This not Florida, buddy. Okay? Although Florida has been pretty much the blue blood SEC team, right? While Auburn hasn't. I will say, Nick Saban ain't going to Auburn. Okay? Like, that's just totally out the picture. Brian Kelly ain't going to Auburn either. James Franklin is very interesting looking at this list. Okay? I believe James Franklin will most likely go to Auburn. I'm going to say it again. I believe James Franklin will most likely go to Auburn. Now, what does this mean? This means, number one, your offense probably ain't gonna be that good, right? It'll be better than Hugh Freeze, though. But it's probably ain't gonna be all of that good. My thing with Hugh Freeze, I don't know why the guy was at the school anyways. Quite frankly, I don't know why the SEC let him back in. Okay? Ever since that guy's been at that school, that has been a whole shit show. And I'll say it again. That's been a whole shit show. Well, Jay, how can you say that when they beat A&M on last year? That's true. And they kept us out that SEC title game. You all right. Kept us out of that title game. I don't know. I'm still scratching my head on how Texas A&M actually lost that football game. But guess what? That's in the past. That is in the past. Who does Auburn go and get, man? Auburn is going to have to snatch one of these coordinators from this school. They ain't getting Colin Klein. I'm finna go ahead and tell you that right now. They ain't getting Colin Klein from Texas A&M, okay? The people that they may go and get is somebody from Clemson. I believe Dabo may just go to Auburn, okay? Because if Dabo has another, well, no, that all depends, man, because Dabo got to have another bad season for him to just, like, really leave. Like I say again, man, this one is going to be a hard one. Because I don't know who you can just really go and pluck. I don't know how the contract will look. Because you've already gave Gus Malzahn $20 million to leave. And now you're giving Hugh Freeze $15.5 million to leave. I don't know, man. College coaching is crazy. Okay? That's always unpredictable. I say you probably have to go and get somebody from that Georgia staff. Okay? It's not going to come from Alabama staff, I can tell you that. But I think you go and pluck somebody from that Georgia tree. And you're just going to have to live with that, okay? It's not going to be Mike Bobo, because I'm going to tell you right now, if it's Mike Bobo, that team ain't going to be successful at all, okay? I'm just going to throw that on out there. It ain't going to be successful. What was the reason for Auburn's debacle? Auburn is getting everything that is coming their way because of the simple fact of how they done Brian Harsin. That was totally unfair to that guy. I still feel like they just made up something so they can hurry up and get rid of him because of what somebody else may have said in the room. And then they went out and they got Hugh Freeze. Oh, Lane Kiffin ain't going there neither, by the way. But they ultimately done that, right? And now they're actually reaping what they sow. You had no business firing Brian Harsin. What I will say to that is you let the guy make his changes on the staff just like you would do anybody else, okay? You went and got Hugh Freeze, and I think you panicked and got Hugh Freeze. All right? That's just that. It is what it is, right? Like I say, that's in the past. Look, you're not going to hear me say that Auburn is not a good football program because that's a lie. Auburn is a damn good football program with a damn good fan base that's starving, right? I'm going to say this once again, that's starving for a repeat of the 2013 season. That's who they are. Now, they've gotten to the SEC championship game since then, but they've also lost, okay? Auburn is a school that can win, that can have 10 wins almost every season. Are they going to get it every season? No. Most likely not. Why? Because they have one of the hardest schedules in the SEC. They just do. Okay? So you can't expect 10 wins every damn year. You just can't expect that. That's unattainable expectations. LSU, talking about your ass to be in the playoffs every year. That's unattainable expectations, man. What are we talking about here? That's dumb. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yes, I seen CJ Stroud got hurt. Yeah, appreciate you because I got on my Texans. I got on my Texan gear. And he got a concussion, by the way. He'll be out for the rest of this game. Most likely he'll be out next week too. It is what it is. That's the game of football. I don't like the hit that the fella done, but hey, man, it is what it is. But once again, where does Auburn go from here? Where does Auburn recruiting go from here? I'm going to tell you right now, that recruiting is about to go down the drain, okay? Those guys that he pulled in, right, in which Singletary, damn good wide receiver, not sure if that guy's going to go first round. I'm going to just tell you that right now. He's not going first round, not after the season they brought to him this year. However, he is going to transfer, and he's going to go somewhere where he's going to put up some numbers. Texas A&M, okay? Cam Coleman. Cam, I hope you're looking at the podcast, or I hope somebody sent this to you. Cam Coleman, it's time to come to where you originally committed to, and which was Texas A&M, okay? KC Concepcion, he won't be there next year, but he'll be gone, okay? He's going to the NFL. Mario Craven will still be there. Terry Bussey will still be there. Our five-star wide receiver that went down, Jerome Miles, because of injury, he'll still be there. Guess what? They're going to need some more help. Cam, come on home, baby. Come on home. You'll be a junior. All we need is one season. One season. Yes, I will make that prediction now. Cam Coleman will transfer to Texas A&M when this season is over with. I'll go ahead and throw that out there right now. Cam Coleman will transfer to Texas A&M when this season is over with. Okay? Yes, Auburn fans, if you're listening, you don't want to hear it. I know it, but Cam is coming home. Okay? Singletary, he ain't going to be there neither. Jackson Arnold, he's already on this way outside the door, in which that young man, I'm going to have to make a podcast about his downfall as of right now. But next year, he can totally fix that. Okay? We've seen Bo Nix do it. Where do we go? Okay? And I'm going to have to go ahead and get on up off of here because I got to go and watch the game. But where do we go? Auburn is going to have to do some un-Auburn things. Okay? They're going to have to get somebody that understand what Auburn wants. These are the expectations, and then pretty much go from there. Is it DJ Durkin? Hell no. Is it the wide receiver coach that they got over there? Hell no, because he's going to be fired too in a minute. DJ Durkin is going to be let go too in a minute, by the way, which is at the end of the season. He won't be there, but then again, you may just have to keep DJ Durkin because of that defense, okay? Wide receivers coach, absolutely gone. You're gone, bud. And to be honest with you, I think your day's a number. So where are we going? I heard this here. I heard someone say Jimbo Fisher. I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked at all. I would not be shocked. Okay? I think Jimbo would absolutely jump at that job if they was offering him that. Okay? Another person I can see is someone coming from the Big Ten, which is Matt Patricia. Okay, he's over there with Ohio State. I think Matt Patricia absolutely fits this job. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there. I think Matt Patricia leaves from Ohio State after this year. Okay, I will honestly say that it won't be. It would not be. The guy that's over there, man, who are they with? it won't be the guy that's over there that's at Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman. It won't be him. Will it be one of his staff members? Possibly. Will it be one of Ohio State staff members? Possibly. I think either Brian Hartline, right, leaves Ohio State and goes to Auburn, or I think Matt Patricia. I'll just put it out there just like that. I do think Brian Hartline will eventually leave, and he'll go on to be a head coach. I honestly think that. I wouldn't be surprised if Brian Hartline goes to Penn State as the head coach. I'm just saying. But once again, guys, Cam Coleman, if you're listening, come on home. Okay? Coach fan out there, no, you did not take the division back. Okay? Cam Coleman, if you're listening, come on home. Jonathan Womack, I think that's his name, that committed in the 2026 class. Go ahead and flip to us, baby. We want you anyways, okay? So, guys, that's all I have for you on right now. All right? Thank you guys for tuning in for this very short segment. And once again, baby, hashtag Gig 'em Aggies. Woo!